Hi, hello, and howdy. My name is Erin of Essentially Erin, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a requested video for my favorite products of 2020. As you can see, I have a lot of them laid out on the table here next to me, and shockingly, well, I guess not so shockingly, if you have curly hair, this isn't even my entire collection. So today we're going to be talking about the hots, the nots, and the meh. The hits, the misses, the products that I love, the products that I've already replenished and or are going to continue to buy in the future, the products that my hair absolutely hated, and the products that I'm like, I'll finish what I have, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to go return it, but it isn't really like, I'm like very meh about it. We're gonna jump in. I've organized a lot of these on the table by product family, so the company that makes them. Everything that's here are things that I haven't returned. There are going to be comments that I make about specific lines, about products that I tried, didn't like, and returned, but I don't have them sitting here on the table behind me because I returned them. I know that I am technically late. 2020 ended a couple of months ago. However, 2020 was so far the longest year in existence ever. And so it took me a while to actually look back and figure out how many products I actually ended up trying over the year, what products I don't even have anymore because I've returned versus the products that I've kept pieces of the lines for, kind of just trying to organize my thoughts about everything before we jumped into this video. Just so you guys know, nothing in this review is sponsored. All of these thoughts and opinions are entirely my own, has nothing to do with the company's. As far as I know, everything that's on this table right now, I purchased myself, nothing was gifted. Yeah, everything up here I got myself. I have done some video reviews on a few of these products, so I will link those below and in the comment boxes up top. But other than that, let's jump in. So because we obviously have a lot of products to get through, I'm going to try to keep my commentary on each relatively short so that it doesn't stretch into like a 50-hour long video for you guys. First things first, the Jessie Curl Spiralicious. I haven't tried anything else from the Jessie Curl brand. However, this gel was awesome. So if you're looking for a gel that's very moisturizing and gives you a decent hold, this is definitely one that I can stand by and recommend. I think it's a good gel, but it's definitely not something that I reach for super often, primarily because the scent is very strong for me. I like that it's citrus. It's very like, it's kind of like a punch in the face a little bit for me. I'm gonna put this in meh purely because of that. I don't reach for it often. However, when I do, I never regret it. This is the Kristen S. Curl Shampoo. If you guys watched my review of the entire line, you know that for the most part, I was not a huge fan. I gave it a very generous rating. However, the more that I've sat on it, the more that I think that I was maybe a little too generous. However, the only item I did keep from the line is the shampoo. It does a good job. It's decent. My hair definitely feels clean after I use it, so it's not necessarily that it's like a defective shampoo. It's just, again, it's not something that I reach for automatically. And I think that for this one specifically, it's because I was so turned off by the rest of the line that this wasn't something that I thought, oh, I really need to use this. Like my hair could use this cleanse. Like I have other clarifiers that I'll still reach for before I reach for this. The Giovanni Hair Reconstructor. This is probably my favorite protein treatment. This is something that I put on my hair maybe for like 10 minutes in the shower every other week before I rinse it out, and it always gives my hair the protein bump that it needs. Super quick, really inexpensive. This is really affordable, so if you can't afford things like maybe the Curlsmith Bond Rehab Salve or the Olaplex treatment, this is definitely a good substitute if your hair is in need of protein and strength. So recently I've dropped 2 separate reviews of completely different Verb product lines. However, before I tried those, I started with the Verb Purple Deep Conditioning Mask and the Verb Clarifying Shampoo. Ironically, these both have 2 different ratings for me. So this, I love. This is 100% a hot, a yay, a big hit. Like, this is a fantastic clarifying shampoo, always leaves my scalp feeling very clean, as well as the scent is super fresh. It's light, it's airy. It honestly smells kind of like clean laundry. As far as this mask goes, I don't know if it's maybe because I don't have like bleach blonde hair. I was using this before I got my hair done by my hairdresser last year. I had super bleach blonde hair years ago, and my hair takes forever to grow out and lose color because it is high porosity. So I was using this to help balance out the color. I don't know if I necessarily saw a huge difference using this. I don't think that my hair was really at necessarily risk of getting more yellow, so I don't think this necessarily helped with any of the toning. It was a good deep conditioner. It didn't really like do much for me. So I'll finish the bottle, but I won't really buy more. Okay, so next we have the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk line. So currently I still only have the shampoo and the mousse. I have tried the Curl Talk gel and the Curl Talk cream. Personally, my hair did not care for those, so both of those would probably go in the miss pile. It just left my hair feeling very weighed down, especially around the root. Even when I didn't apply to it, it was almost like the weight around the rest of my hair was pulling my hair down at the root. However, this shampoo, great job for midweek washes. It definitely suds up quite a bit. I don't know why the color is fading on it, but I've definitely found like pink and purple paint in my shower. But great gentle cleanser, definitely something that I can recommend, as well as the Curl Talk mousse. This one, in my opinion, has a little bit more dryness to it, so it's not necessarily something that I would use every wash day. So I would put this in my meh list, my middle ground list, that I don't know whether or not I would buy it again. However, I do think that it offers a really nice soft hold. So if you don't want something to the extreme of a gel, then definitely go with the Curl Talk mousse. Now, the other Not Your Mother's product that I have used that was separate from the curl line was their heat protectant spray. I used this last year when I decided to flat iron my hair for the first time in, I think it was like 3 years. This did a great job. I did not feel like my hair got any damage from the flat iron or the blow dryer. I am planning on doing a completely separate video on how to flat iron or straighten your curly hair in a healthy, protected way. And if so, I would definitely use this on it. I also have heard of people using this before they blow dry their hair. I don't personally find that I get a ton of damage from blow drying my hair because I use low to no heat on it. But I have heard from other curlies that this is a great heat protectant if you're planning on diffusing your hair with anything that's higher than that, or if your hair is sensitive to heat. Maui Moisture. I tried the coconut milk line and my hair hated it. It's really interesting because I have long since thought my hair just hates coconut oil, but I have coconut oil in some of the other products that are on this table and they don't have that issue. However, this was just way too much for my hair. These aren't even stylers, like this is a shampoo and a conditioner, and my hair felt like it had an insane film on it right after that. I know that there are people that have curlier hair than me, people that have like 3C, 4A hair, and their hair loves these products. So again, this is not an indictment on Maui Moisture, it just didn't work for my fine curls. However, it might work for you. Just be advised, they are heavier products. Like I remember trying to get the conditioner out of this bottle was a struggle. Next, we have the Bounce Curl Clump and Define Cream. Anybody that has been following along knows how much I absolutely love the Bounce Curl Gel. This is the cream that she came out with. In my opinion, this smells divine. Like there's no beating around the bush. This smells fantastic. However, I learned the hard way that a little goes a long way with this product. So for my hair, because it does get weighed down very easily, I have to be very mindful of using how much of this. Like I can probably use maybe like a fingernail amount, but that's very difficult to like cover my whole head with. So I do love this product. It left my hair feeling super soft and moisturized. I think I would put this in my meh pile, primarily just because a little does go a long way, so I can't use it as often as I can use some of the other creams in my arsenal. However, I stand by it. I love Bounce Curl, and I know a lot of people love this cream, so definitely something that you should try. Just remember, small amounts. Dippity Do, which in my opinion is just a really fun company name, like Dippity Do. Like, I don't know why I also say that with a very country accent, but it just feels the need to be said that way. So at the tail end of last summer, I tried both the Curl Defining Cream and the Jelly. These were ones that I had seen a ton of curly girls like rave over online, especially on Instagram and YouTube, which is absolutely loving these products. My hair did not. I have tried them separately as well, so I definitely think that the biggest culprit is going to be the jelly. It just left my hair feeling very greasy. I really don't know what it is about it, because I've used other like custard type products before and they haven't made my hair feel that way, but this is a definite miss for me. And I've tried the cream separately. It just didn't do much for me. I did feel like it softens the hair a lot, but I don't know if I necessarily got any other benefits from it. My hair didn't feel any additional hydration. It didn't feel like it had a ton of hold. It wasn't a big hit for me. So both of these are in my miss pile. Flora and Curl. So almost exactly like a year ago is when I first started experimenting with Flora and Curl. So I did actually style my hair with the gel today and a couple of the other products that are on this table. I love these products. 100% recommend, stand behind. They are great, especially if your hair needs protein. The only thing to be aware of is they have a very strong scent. I still love them. I can get through it. However, I remember the first time that I used it, it was like a punch in the face. I honestly think that it's the hibiscus in it that makes it so strong. However, great product. They did just come out with a couple of new products, so I actually am planning to do a full line review for you guys with these. I think it's a new volumizing foam. I also have the scalp scrub that they dropped. So I do want to review a full line for you guys, so stay tuned for that video. But these are definitely big hits for me. And speaking of protein, we have the Aveda Be Curly line. So if you saw my review, I love this line. I think it's fantastic. I have mixed it with other products. I actually have this in my hair right now that I mixed with the Flora and Curl and the Curlsmith leave-in, and it does a great job. Like, you get a ton of product. This is almost 7 ounces. I use the Style Prep as well, which is especially great if you are somebody that colors your hair often, because between these two, you get a good boost of protein, strengthens your hair, helps repair any damage that you may have done. Overall, cannot recommend enough. Both of these, super big hits, love them. With these two products though, I also tried the Aveda Fomollient and the Thickening Tonic. Now, the Fomollient, this was a meh for me. I thought it was a great foam. It was really lightweight, but I don't know if I necessarily got any benefit from it. I saw a little bit more volume, but generally I tend to go more toward the mousses than the foams, primarily because I don't get a ton of benefits from foams. And I think it's just because I have a little bit more hair. I do know that people that have like 3A or any of the 2 waves do really well with mousses and foams. So this is definitely a product that I can recommend because I think that it works well for people that have a different hair texture than me. But for me, it was just meh. Now the Thickening Tonic, I don't know how they do it, but this works like in a weird way. It makes you look like you have more hair than you do. Like, y'all have seen my thinning, like, bald self. I'm still mad that nobody told me that I practically looked bald before I got my hair cut. However, this makes the body of your hair just feel so much bigger, and I don't know how it works, but 100% a hit. Cannot recommend this enough. The John Frieda Curl Reviver Frizz Ease Mousse. This is probably the mousse that I reach for the most because it does give me the absolute most volume. The biggest drawback to this is that I do feel like it's very drying for my hair. I don't know why, but every time I use it, my hair does feel a little bit more brittle. So I just make sure that I use this in conjunction with other moisturizing products. But if you are looking for a mousse that's going to give you a decent amount of hold as well as a ton of volume, this is definitely something that I would recommend. I think that the dry factor doesn't even move this into my meh list. This is still a very big hit for me. Next, we have Olaplex. So pretty much every curly girl has talked about Olaplex at one point or another on YouTube or Instagram. Primarily, they do talk about the number 3. However, last year I also got my hands on the number 0. This is an intensive treatment that you put on your hair before you put on the number 3 that helps the number 3 work stronger within the hair. I had been already using the number 3 for maybe a couple of months before I got the number 0. And I'll be completely honest, I did not see any difference in using this with this than I did just using this by itself. I don't know if maybe it's because my hair is in a healthier spot, because I have heard from people that do bleach their hair often or do have more damage than I do that both of these together is like a dynamic duo that they like can't live without. So I don't know if it's just because my hair is healthy. However, I do think that the Olaplex number 3 is definitely worth a financial investment. It is not cheap. I have no problem admitting that. It is not inexpensive, and you only get like a little over 3 ounces for it. But if you don't have a ton of hair, this will last you a very long time. I've had this for over a year. Granted, I have been testing a ton of other products in the meantime, but this gives you a noticeable difference after the very first time you use it. You can tell your hair is stronger, not just by the look of it, but if you feel your hair, you can feel the strength. You can see it down at the root versus a lot of people when they start their curly hair journey, they notice their hair curls from kind of like the shaft down. This helps with that. Like when I started using this consistently, I saw a huge improvement in my curls. Don't think that I would recommend this, so this would be a miss for me, but this is for sure a hit. Now, the last product family that we're gonna talk about is one that you guys have probably seen me use repeatedly on Instagram. I've talked about it on here before. We're gonna talk about Curlsmith. So Curlsmith, I don't know if you guys could see the table, but Curlsmith was the product that I had the most of from varying product families. I've been experimenting with their products over the course of the last year, and I can say without a doubt that they have a solid formula. The majority of their products work for a large percentage of people, and I think that that's where their like money maker is. So first things first, one of the products that I can't be without, it actually doesn't look like this anymore. This is one of their older bottles from last year, but it is the Hold Me Softly Style Balm. It's very hard to say in one sentence. My hair loves this product. Like every time I use another curl cream, I feel like my hair's like, why would you do this to me? You know it works. Bring it back. But this product, like this is, I think I have like this much left in this one. I have another one already, but like this is something that I will definitely keep in rotation. Definitely a hit for me. Cannot recommend it enough. The Moisture Memory Reactivator. Okay, so this one was really hard for me to categorize because there are some huge benefits that I absolutely love when I use this product, but I will only use this product if I am less than 2 days from my wash day because it makes my hair feel like it has a ton of product buildup on it. But it also makes my curls bounce back like crazy. So if I've gone like, let's say 5 days without washing my hair and we're getting to the point where like a regular refresh doesn't do anything, my curls are stretched and lifeless, I can spray this on my hair or on my hand and move it through my curls, and I will get curls that look almost as good as day one curls after doing this. But the drawback is then every time I touch my hair, it feels dry and product-y, and I can't live with that for too long without feeling very gross about it. So I will put this in my meh pile, one, because this bottle will last me, I think, for at least a year, if not longer. Two, I try really hard to be selective when I use it. I do love it when I use it, but it does come with its own drawbacks. The Curlsmith hair makeup. This was such a fun product to play with. I really enjoyed this. It comes in a bunch of different colors. I actually have the rose gold in my bathroom right now that I haven't tried yet, so I didn't want to include in this video. But this was a really fun product to play with. I thought it was a brilliant idea from them from a marketing and a product standpoint. It works really well. It's a great, I would say, semi-lightweight hold. I would say it's between lightweight and stronger hold as far as a gel goes, but it's hair makeup. So it doesn't necessarily like leave any residue on your clothing. It's very temporary. It literally washes out almost instantaneously whenever you get it wet in the shower. I had a lot of fun with this. I'm excited to continue to play with different colors and different vibes, but this is definitely a hit for me. I very much enjoyed that, especially because I am somebody that used to dye my hair all kinds of crazy colors, and I miss it. So this was nice to be able to do this in a healthy way for my hair and be able to feel like I got a little bit of that piece back. Now, if you were thinking that all of my Curlsmith product reviews are gonna be raves and that I like can't get enough of them and they're amazing products, there's one that just does not work. My hair hated the curl defining souffle. I know this is probably gonna break the hearts of some people because a lot of people say that this is their absolute favorite Curlsmith product. This had a very similar effect that the Dippity Do jelly did. It just left my hair feeling very greasy and weighed down. I don't know what it is about this because most of their other products my hair absolutely loves, but every time I've used this, because I've tried about 4 or 5 different times, like it just doesn't work for my hair. And that's okay too. Like you guys know, it's obviously not how I, like it didn't change how I feel about Curlsmith because I have half of their store in my house. But for me, this was a definite no. Like I'm not even gonna try anymore probably. Next, we have the Weightless Air Dry Cream. I love this product. This is truly a weightless leave-in conditioner. I use this almost every single wash day. My hair never feels weighed down. It always feels super moisturized, especially when I concentrate it on like the mid shaft down. However, I have experimented a couple of times with putting this on my roots as well, and it never weighs my hair down. Cannot recommend this enough. A definite hit. And last but not least, we have the in-shower style fixer. Yes, I got the teeny tiny bottle because as you can see, I've already spent a ton of money with Curlsmith, so I was trying to get the travel size. However, despite being so small, this packs a punch. There have been more than one occasion where I use this and only this. No leave-in, no cream, nothing, just this, and it still did a bomb job. This gives you the most hold of any Curlsmith product. So this is their extreme hold product. I got a cast that was insanely like I looked like I had top ramen for hair. Like it was crazy before I broke it with oil. But this is a great single product. If you don't want to do a ton of different products or a lengthy routine, or if you don't have the time for it, you use this on soaking wet hair. And I haven't had a single instance where when I use this, it didn't go well. So that is my hits, misses, yays, nays, mehs for 2020 products. I think that overall I had more hits than misses, which is always great. However, I do not have a problem. This is just the life of someone with curly hair and who reviews products. And there you have it. Like I said before, the sad/scary part is that this is not even the entirety of my hair collection. I honestly have a box of products right here on my right of things that I still have to review. But I wanted to get you guys this video because I think it's important to talk about the stuff that I have tried that doesn't work, because my goal is, as always, to be honest with you guys. Not everything is gonna work the same for somebody that has your exact same hair pattern. Your environment, your conditions, all of those things culminate in what your hair needs in that moment. So as I've said in other videos, learn about what your hair feels like, what it needs when you touch it, like how it reacts in the winter. Like, my hair gets high growth fatigue so easily. I know I've talked about that in my moisture protein video, but that means that even in the middle of winter, when it is super dry outside, I can't deep condition every week, because when I do, I lose almost my entire curl. It just falls frowny McFlaccid. So learn about your hair, figure out what works best, experiment, try, always buy things that have return policies. Like I said, there are products up here that I got super lazy or my depression kicked in and I didn't want to move from the couch and or my bed, so I missed the return date. So my way of giving back to you guys is, if there are products that were on my no list that you are wanting to try, leave a comment below. I will do a raffle and I will give away some of those products and I will ship them to you personally. I am very big on trying to reduce my environmental impact. So if I can recycle these products to somebody that will use them, somebody that wants to try them out, I am perfectly happy doing so. So I would definitely recommend leaving a comment if you are at all interested in trying like the Dippity Do curls. Those are almost entirely full. Like, they've been used, I think, twice, like entirely full. Ooh, it smells fantastic though. I forgot how great that smells. If you want the Curlsmith Curl Defining Souffle, happy to give this to you. The Maui moisture, please take this off my hands. I don't even want to look at it. Yeah, so if you're interested in the Dippity Do, the Curlsmith Styling Souffle, and or the Maui Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to be able to pay it forward and give you guys some of these things that my hair has no use for.
Meanwhile,
I have to shout out this amazing t-shirt that I got at Target because it is part of their Black History Month initiative and I love it. So curls, kinks, waves, braids, rows, all of them are beautiful. This is a curl-clusive community on my channel, and I love watching you guys embrace your hair at different periods of your life and watching you guys essentially be yourselves.